Silverlick asks, do you guys have a date for the trailer? To answer that question, we don't, but I think we should film a few of the scenes early so we can post a trailer at some point before we finish the movie. PikaDude609 asks, so what is the release date for the movie? Again, we don't know because we don't know when the trailer is going to come out. My aim is to have it fully released by midsummer, but if we can do it faster, hopefully the movie will be out sooner. And I do have a live party prepared for before we release it, sort of leading up to the release of Pokemon Red the movie. You'll hear about that later as soon as we're done. Toko Kunai asks, how do you plan on catching the Pokemon? Are you just going to show the scene of you walking and have a Pokemon attack, or are you going to have the Pokemon that Ash had in the anime? Well, I'd like to remind everyone that Red is not Ash, and Red is going to catch the Pokemon that Red catches. If you put 2 and 2 together, you'll know exactly what Red is going to catch if you have played Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Gold, and Silver. Typhlosion Dude asks, hey, how are you going to surf across the water with nothing to stand on? Well, we have magic and clever editing, so hopefully it will all work out. Actually, we're going to use a small boat and then paste Lapras over the boat. Valiant153 asks, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are going to appear in the movie? The legendary birds will definitely be in the movie somehow, but we're not sure if Red's going to catch him or not. I am at 93i asks, when's this movie coming out in Australia, and which cinemas will be showing this? It is coming out in Australia at the same time that it comes out everywhere in the world, because it's on the internet. Although we might show it early in a cinema, one single cinema called Team Unknown HQ, before it's on the internet. I'd also like to mention that this is a fan-made movie, so really we're not going to profit on this or anything. Feel free to ask questions, and some of them will be answered in the next video.
Go! Zoroark! Okay, Jonah, I'm gonna try to animate the Pokemon that you're gonna throw out. You have the Pokeball?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now send it out. You see that shadow right there? Sort of like where those two branches meet, like on the shadow, right next to you, right next to you.
Right here?
No, so you're like that, right there.
That?
No, right there. Yeah, throw it right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Just throw it.
Say go.
Go.
It worked! It worked!
Awesome!
Yeah! Magikarp! Yeah! Woo!
Hello everyone. As you can tell, we just released graphic test number 4. There are some issues with it, and I'm going to try my best to correct the issues. First of all, I'd like to say, I think it looks pretty good. Magikarp is actually from Pokemon XD, and as you can see, what I can do is in Pokemon XD there's this Pokedex, so to speak, and what I do is I record it using a DVD recorder, and then I upload it into the footage of Magikarp into the computer, then I take out the background color, and then I add it into the film with Jonah throwing the Pokeball. One problem that exists from this is the there's this circle around Magikarp of color that was not exactly deleted. I'm going to try my best to get rid of it, and I have a few strategies in mind on how to do that. In Pokemon XD, what I did was I put all 151 Pokemon into the Pokedex by trading. Although Mew was a clone from the Toys R Us event we missed by an hour back in Generation 3, I don't really care about the fact that it's a clone. As long as it's 3D and it's in Pokemon XD, I'm totally fine with using it for visuals in Pokemon Red the movie. But I'm not sure if Mew's going to be in the movie at all, you know. But I just wanted to fill the Pokedex with all the Kanto Pokemon and all the Pokemon that were possible in Pokemon Red. So anyways, I'm going to see if there's any questions that have been asked since the last video recording. In the previous update video for Pokemon Red the movie, Magic Pokemon Gamer left a comment referring to the supposed curse that video game movies have that makes them all terrible. This curse is very real. Many video game related movies are terrible. As you can, there's a video on College Humor on the YouTube channel that speaks about this curse. However, I believe Pokemon Red the movie can avoid most of the curse that has been precedented in these terrible video game movie things. I've seen this Legend of Zelda movie that was very terrible, and there are mistakes they made that we will not make in Pokemon Red the movie. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. But I have to admit that some people will not like Pokemon Red the movie. Simply because, I guess a number of reasons, some of them being valid. We don't have the money to make Pokemon Red the movie incredible, but I do think that Pokemon Red the movie will be amongst the best Pokemon related videos on YouTube. Because this Kanto quest has been attempted by different people. I don't think any of them actually finished the storyline where the main character has all 8 badges. But if this is not the first, it will at least be the one with the most effort put into the video. I also must say, though, that this is not the first time that 3D Pokemon have been used in a fan-made Pokemon movie. There's this guy in Portugal who has inspired me greatly. He made a Portuguese Pokemon fan-made movie. Actually, he made 2, and eventually he might make the 3rd movie. And I'll link to it in the description. It's called The Mysterious Virus, I believe. That's the one I saw, and I intend on watching the other one. It's just I haven't had time to watch it yet, but I will watch it, and it looks very interesting. Anyways, he has used the technology to make a Pokemon fan-made movie. The only downside is that it's in Portuguese, which isn't really a problem because he puts subtitles. If you watch it, make sure you put the subtitles on English or whatever language you may speak. But he actually created his own storyline, which is, I believe that's pretty cool. But, I mean, obviously he didn't have the badges, so he really couldn't make a Pokemon Red the movie in the first place. But seeing as we have the badges, we're going to make Pokemon Red the movie as it classically would be, except we're going to take it to a similar level to what he did in the epic level, so to speak. So, if you guys check that out, that's a pretty good example of what we're trying to go for Pokemon Red the movie. And I think that's about as much time as we have here. So, see you in the next video update on the last day of May. So, until then, smell ya later.